The next person you're going to hear is someone that's pretty dear to all of us. 4 of us are the 4 uncles from KC. The first time we ever saw her, she literally fit between my elbow and my wrist.
When I think about our niece, she reminds me the most of our great-grandmother, her great-grandmother, Julia Holmes. You know, a woman nice enough, sweet enough, fun enough to talk you into coming out and helping her on the farm every weekend, and mean enough to keep you from dawn till dusk digging thistles.
We always knew that Averi was going to be bound for leadership. She started off as the first generation, or the first of the next generation of her family. She has always shown good leadership qualities, and that she's always been there for those younger than her. She's always introduced us to just wonderful friends and great peers, and she's always been there to have wonderful respect from the elders, and she's always shown great respect to those older than her.
I've got the opportunity to work with Averi and see her a lot more than most because she's helped out in our family business, and she's come through on her travels with the FFA and visit the people. And I would have to say probably one thing that I truly noted is that she's got what I would call an old soul. She believes in very old-fashioned things. Work hard, the golden rule, and help somebody if you can. And that gives us the honor of introducing our niece and your state secretary, Averi Reynolds.
Growing up, there was a mantra set by my great-granddad that resonated in all of us kids. Waste not, want not, was something that we all heard at least once a day. What that means is that if you don't waste what you have today, then you won't want more of it tomorrow. When I was little, it usually applied to eating all the food on our plates. But as I've grown older, I've realized that it's about so much more. 3 things in particular: opportunity, talent, and time. So think with me for a minute. Are you wasting your opportunities? Are you wasting your talents? And are you wasting your time? Do you want more opportunity? Do you want more talent? More time? Waste not, want not. Everything in this life has an opportunity, even a little seed. And that's something that I've just recently come to terms with. If you don't already know, I'm a little bit of a plant enthusiast. One day, my dad and I were making some lunch. So I was in the kitchen slicing up some tomatoes so we could have BLTs. We were laughing and joking around like we normally do, messing with each other. And one of his remarks had caused me to toss a couple of those gooey tomato seeds in his direction. I didn't think much of it at the time, but little did I know that that afternoon would have a huge impact on the rest of my life. Most of the summer had come and gone before I'd given that afternoon another thought. So one day, it was one of my chores to water the geranium that was next to where my dad was sitting that day. And when I was checking on that geranium plant, much to my surprise, there was a little tiny tomato plant that was growing just to the left of that geranium that was struggling to make its comeback. so excited. You remember that little bit of a plant enthusiast in me? Yeah, she was jumping up and down that this tiny tomato seed had actually sprouted. My tomato grew and grew, and finally, it blossomed. And a tomato about the size of a golf ball was the end result. My mom said it was pretty tasty, but I didn't have the heart to eat it. What really gets me about this little tomato seed, though, is that it took the opportunity that it was presented with, and it grew into something so productive. When's a time that you were presented with an opportunity and opted to take it, or to not take it? Was it that CDE that you tried out for? A job you didn't take? Maybe it was the opportunity to be a better friend. If you don't waste the opportunities that you're presented with, then you won't want them tomorrow. Waste not, want not. Now, I'm sure you all know by now that I really love plants, but my very first true love was basketball. I love basketball. Who else out there loves basketball? One of my very favorite memories is the first tournament I ever got to travel to. I remember walking into the huge black and orange gym in Worland. There we are. I remember the girl that knocked the wind out of me with her elbow constantly. I remember our first win and our first loss as a team, and I remember the amazing Mexican restaurant that we went to after our games. Further on into my career, I even managed the boys basketball team, so I could sneak a little practice in here and there and hear the constant dribble of the ball and the shoes squeaking down the court. But when I got into high school, I quit playing. I had injury after injury that discouraged me from playing. I hurt everywhere. The drama and the politics dissuaded me from continuing my career. A girl I played with from the 5th grade on received a full ride to Stanford. And you know what? She couldn't score on me. Today, I would love to know if I'd be playing basketball for the University of Wyoming had I not let my basketball talents go to waste. But by redirecting my attention to the FFA, I found so many new open doors. A closed door isn't always locked shut. I still like to get my shoes out and shoot some hoops recreationally. But I still wonder if I ever missed my chance. And I don't ever want you to think about something like that as much as I have. What I've learned in this life is that you don't have the time to waste on opportunities missed or dreams never pursued. Think with me for a minute. What opportunities have you missed? What dreams have you never pursued? Maybe you're a great artist, but you don't want to showcase your work. Or maybe you're great with kids and don't want to pursue a career in teaching. Don't waste the talents that you're blessed with and you won't wish you had them tomorrow. I'm going to share with you a quote from my favorite movie, Gone with the Wind. Don't squander time. That is the stuff life is made of. Little did my great-granddad and grandma know that their hard times would teach a lesson strong enough to last 100 years and still be shared with you today. Think with me again. Why are you here at this 2016 Wyoming FFA State Convention? You are here taking this opportunity to put your talents to work. Wyoming FFA, don't let the I wish I would'ves, the I easily could'ves, and the I really should'ves be a part of your lives. Don't waste your opportunities. Don't waste your talent, And don't waste your time. And absolutely do not waste your future. Waste not, want not.
Avery, this whole auditorium and many more know and appreciate your love for plants. And over this year, I've gotten to know and appreciate your love for horses, especially Arabians. You're definitely the compassionate one on the team. Whenever we need a hug, someone to talk to, or just someone to hold our hand, you're the one that's there. Wyoming FFA, I present to you your 2015-2016 State Secretary, Averi Reynolds.